The Hills are live with Tony Finnegan. Sorry, couldn't resist it. How are you, Tony?
I'm very good, Paul. Good to see you again. Oh, there we go. There we go.
We are talking The Sound of Music.
Yeah,
you
absolutely.
are back again. Congratulations.
Thank you.
DCU, of course.
Yeah, this is my 4th show in a row, I think, now with them. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. I love The Sound of Music. Everybody loves The Sound of Music. But it's good because I haven't actually directed The Sound of Music for 5 or 6 years. So normally I'm sort of repeating something that I've done before. I don't do it the same, but what I mean is I'm doing the same show, like Superstar, which I did before with them. I had done a lot of. I think I'd done 11 or 12 productions of that. So I've only directed The Sound of Music maybe twice or 3 times in my entire life. So
okay, now this is called in the category of the most bankable show list of all time, right?
Yes.
It
seems like I'm going to get paid this time, which is great news.
But I mean, how do you make it different, or don't you want to make it different? Because people want things in a certain way, don't they?
It is. It's a fine line, and I'm actually doing another show at the moment, Oliver, and I'm playing Finnegan, and it's exactly the same thing. Do you give the people what they want, which is Ron Moody, but then you're doing an impression of someone else, which means it's not truthful, it's not your own, or do you do a nod to Ron Moody? So it's the same thing with The Sound of Music. I would like to think that it's my own production, because it's different scenery. I mean, the last time I did it, it was a completely different set that we had made, etc., etc. So we're working with another set, which of course comes from England as usual, and that forces me down a different route to the production. Also, I have my own little quirk because I love kids, and it's not just the 7 kids that we'll be working with. We've got a troupe of kids as well. I've got another 30 kids in the show. Yeah, and it's how to work those in, but you'll have to come and see the show.
Okay, but
before
do
you
you
ask.
ever get that order thing?
Oh, the step of stairs, yes. And when they start growing, you have to say, no, you have to go around there. You can't stand there anymore.
Do you have to have A teams and B teams?
We never call them A or B, Paul. For goodness sake, where's your PC? The raindrops and roses.
Oh, lovely. That's kind of tricky though, having to run two sets.
Yeah, it is. It doubles your work, obviously. But, you know, with children, you just can't afford, especially when you're doing a show around Christmas time or January, February, when there's a lot of, when they pick up the lurgy at every point. You know, you could be without a Gretel one night, and that wouldn't be great. So there's always an opportunity to put the other Gretel in. So, but it takes twice as long.
Okay, but this is bankable stuff. This is, I mean, every song is an absolute gem.
Yeah,
that must be a delight to you, I guess.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, that's one of the joys, is giving people what they want.
Yeah,
and the people know what they're going to get before they come to the theatre. But it's
perceptions can be very high, though, can't they?
Yes, of course, they want the film recreated on stage. You know, that's the thing. So you know, it's about perception and managing expectation and giving the people what they want, but in a slightly different. You know, it's the same story. It's dressed in a different way, packages, tied up with string.
Certainly a massive difference from the last show, which, by the way, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Had a great time with that show, didn't they?
Yeah, Spamalot was the first time I'd ever directed that. That was certainly new to me. And I wasn't a Monty Python fan. So, but when I read the script, there are only 2 scripts that have actually, you know, when you're sitting in bed reading your script, that you actually start laughing, and the producers was one, which I did with Douglas Choral Union as well, and Spamalot was the other, and I actually really got it, whereas I didn't when I was a child. I just didn't get the Monty Python thing, actually.
Well, the row I was sitting in that night, I think they were literally, you know,
tears.
More than that, it was I thought they were going to explode almost.
Yes.
So anyway, we're talking now because you're into your final sort of phases.
Yeah, I like to come over before. I'd like to get it all set before Christmas, so that my assistants, you know, I have an assistant, the MD is an assistant, and the choreographer can run it in my absence. But there's also a security, I think, if you know before Christmas, well, it mightn't be in great shape, but it's at least all done. And that gives me great assurance as well, that when I come back in January and February, that we're really running it and polishing it and getting it up to
And do you know
speed.
the dates offhand?
I don't, dates? Of course, I wouldn't have those
dates. 14th to the 22nd of February. So
thank you.
Off there,
yes, off camera.
Had a whole feeling you might not know. Because you've gone normally, of course, by that stage.
Well, yeah, I come over for 10 days production week, and then I normally go after the first performance. But the way DCU work is I can actually see the first 2 performances. I see the Friday and the Saturday. Notes, a Mr. Note, and then I go on the Sunday.
Okay. Yeah. Well, tickets are, as always, available now from villagaiety.com, and it sounds
it's going to be a great show. It honestly is. It's going to be. I've got a fantastic cast. which is, you know, and we've got an MD, the same MD as last year, Wilson Shields, and he works with me a lot in Northern Ireland, and it's gonna be a fantastic show.